Hi, Andrew here. Let's shoot some dirty commie ammo made by some red-blooded, God-fearing Americans. We're going to test Hornady's 7.62x39mm 123 grain SST. We're going to fire it from a Romanian Wasser 1063. We're going to shoot it into some 10% calibrated ballistic gelatin. Let's get out to the range and take a look. Okay, so this shot wasn't ideal. The bullet exited the side of the block back here where you can't see, but it exited at about 12.5 inches. So at least so far as that goes, it is a pass. Absolutely no neck. Well, maybe a half an inch if you want to, because you can always say that there's something there, but it's essentially no neck. Temporary stretch cavity measures about 8.5 inches long. It's hard to say because the previous shots in the block. Lots of fragmentation. The jacket, the base, stopped at 11.6 inches. On its own, that's really close to meeting the standard. The core went on a little bit further. I'm going to take another shot and see if I can capture the bullet in the block for measurements. Alright guys, so I did take another shot and a third shot off a camera, and obviously the block is a total mess. You can't really see much of what's going on. You can probably see the base of one bullet about here and about here. You probably cannot see, but you can from the other side, another bullet about here, base of another bullet. So the jacket stopped in roughly the same place. Out of the second two shots that I took, only one of them actually stopped the projectile itself in the block. The other one yawed off to the side. So out of all three shots, I was only able to capture the real projectile in one of the shots. And that stopped here. At roughly 17 inches. The other ones exited the block at other places. It's hard to say precisely what the penetration depth of this round is. And you can see that the jacket stayed attached on this shot. So out of all three shots, I was unable to capture the bullet 2 out of 3 times. In this case, it did stop just barely into the second block at about 16.5, 17 inches. You can see the base of the jacket stopped here and here in the other shots. Now, it stayed attached in this one. So there's a little bit of inconsistency between the shots, but in all cases, it did exceed the minimum penetration of 12 inches. So it's certainly adequate for defense. The neck was essentially zero, big, huge temporary stretch cavity, lots of fragmentation, big expansion. Overall, it really did a good job. It's just difficult to really nail it down as exactly what it's going to do each time. All right, before we get into the terminal performance side of it, I want to thank Nathan Bohr at Aimed Research for providing the camera that was used to capture that amazing high-speed footage. If you want to get true high-speed imagery like that yourself, get in touch with Aimed Research. We'll put their contact information below. How did it do terminally? Well, perfect. It did very, very well. It had an extremely short neck, excellent penetration. It was on the upper end of the allowable range, but it did fall below that FBI 18-inch maximum. And of course, it penetrated adequately to reach vital organs and bring about incapacitation. So there's not a lot left to be desired. While it is possible to tune it a little better and get a little bit better performance out of it, there are not a lot of defense-oriented loads available in this caliber. So if you're going to choose something, this is going to be near the top of the list. If your home defense gun is a 7.62x39 dirty commie trash gun, or if it's some kind of AR-15 abomination chambered in 7.62x39, this would be a fantastic choice for use for home defense. If you disagree with me, if you have any questions, I'd love to hear your comments. Please make a post below and head on over to the forum and follow the discussion there. We'll leave the link to the discussion thread in the description below. Have a great day.